Hey there metalheads, Papa Billydeth here, and I'm going to be doing a new video series for you. It's going to be called Song versus Song, and it's going to be where I essentially pit two songs that share the same name, and I put them together into a showdown, and then I decide which song is better, which this time I'm going to be doing, this first one, I'm going to be pitting death metal versus heavy metal with Gatecreeper's song Flamethrower versus Judas Priest's song Flamethrower. Judas Priest songs off their new album Firepower, and Gatecreeper's Flamethrower is off their album Sonoran Depravation. Now, going into this, I was thinking Gatecreeper's Flamethrower is going to win, but then after listening to Judas Priest's Flamethrower a few more times, it's gotten a lot more close, so I'm going to have to do a breakdown, and what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to be sort of looking at the individual pieces of the two songs to figure out which, so that way I can figure out which part is better, and then I'm going to decide which one wins. But this is going to be a new series. This is the first one. So first off, we're going to be looking at the main riffs. So with those two riffs, they're both extremely catchy. That's the thing that you notice when you listen to them. Those two together is both of their main riffs are extremely catchy. Gatecreeper's is extremely chunky with that sort of old school death metal bolt throwery sound, and then Judas Priest is just a real sort of real digging into your skin, classic sort of heavy metal riff that really gets you going. So with those, I'm gonna say that they're both equal in that regard. All right, now we're gonna be looking at compare the choruses of the two songs. So Judas Priest song, their chorus is real flamethrower. It's a sing-along, it's a chorus that you can sing along to, and then Gatecreeper's is, it's a really pummeling death metal part, so you can't really sing along, but you can sort of growl along, grunt along, just like, but that guitar really drives that forward. So comparing both of those, they're definitely different, but they're both catchy in their own ways, and they both really good parts though. These songs are really good. So next, all right, now both of these songs have a part where they sort of slow down and just dig into you nice and slow, and Judas Priest's part, well, I'm gonna play them for you now. Alright, so in these you got Judas Priest, you got that real, just Rob Halford's got that really sick sounding voice, and it's this is probably my favorite part of the song of Judas Priest's version of Flamethrower, because it just, it's got that nice sort of real building of anticipation, then it just drives right into that solo, just that nice, and it's like it really gets the job done there. And then Gatecreepers, not as good as Judas Priest part, but it is just like a getting smashed with like a boulder, or having like one of those big World War One Mark IV tanks just rolling over you. So it's awesome in that regard. But I'm gonna give this like section of the song to Judas Priest I'm gonna give them the win for this part. All right, now we're gonna look at the two heaviest parts of each of the respective songs. Alright, so Judas Priest's most heavy part of the song is really awesome. It just really just that it just really drives into that, just drives right into you. It's just a nice sort of, it leads you back into that main riff, and it's just nice. But then with Gatecreepers, just as the entire song, Gatecreeper's entire Flamethrower is just obviously really heavy in that sort of bolt throwery vein, with just that really chunky part. But it's got that real deep chugs that then also drive into that, or then it has that little thing that leads into the main riff, and it's really effective as well. But I gotta say, because the Judas Priest one is different from the rest of the song, that makes it a little bit more exciting, I'd say, compared to the Gatecreeper one, which just is, it's really just slowing it down a lot more with the main riff. It's still using that sort of main riff, whereas the Gatecreeper one, it's not the main riff, it's just a nice sort of bridging part. And then, so that's what's cool with that, so I think Judas Priest edges it out a bit on that part. So, that is all those are all the parts that I'm going to be doing together to sort of judge it. And going into this, I was initially going to say that Gatecreeper's version was going to be the winner, but now when I look at these parts and think about it, that I think Judas Priest just edges it out a little bit. It also helps that it's got a guitar solo. Gatecreeper's doesn't. I mean, a guitar solo is not necessary to a song, but it's always welcome if it's a good one. But which in this song it is. And so yeah, I think that both songs are still phenomenal. It's extremely close. I'd probably just say that I would honestly say that they're just as good, that they're equal. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna say that Judas Priest edges it out just a little bit. And I don't think that the guys in Gatecreeper would be very mad about that, because I'm sure that they would be happy that they're able to do something just as well. Which really they do, and this is just subjective. But then, and I'm wearing a Judas Priest shirt, but don't let that fool you. I'd probably say that I like the album Sonoran Depravation more than this album, even though I do love this album too. So, that's it for the first song versus song video. Judas Priest Firepower wins it in the Firepower Showdown. So, I'm going to start doing these videos like every other video. So with my album recommendations, I think I'm going to start rotating them, where I do an album recommendation 1 week or whatever. Then I'll do this one or one of these, and then I'll do that. And then, so leave me comments if you know any other good songs that you think would be good to pit against each other. I've got a few ideas, but right now I've only got like 3, which I'm sure I can think of more. But all right, that's it. Peace.